Yo. What is poppin', fellas? We are back on the weekly schedule, and I just spilled all of my trash. That is awesome. That is one way to start an episode. But as you can see, we only have two of the three team members today. Unfortunately, we don't have Cody as he's working because we have our wedding coming up. We're going to get into a couple of things today. We're going to do our NFC predictions. That'll be the main event. But we do have a bit of news to get into. But before we do, Anthony, how's your week been?
Week's been busy, bro. A lot of schooling, a lot of tests, a lot of quizzes, tests, homework. Kind of a lot.
Already had tests.
Oh yeah, I still have to take Chapter 4's test today.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many tests have you had then? 3 at this point, and this will be your 4th?
Yeah.
That's kind of brutal. Moving at a pretty fucking fast pace.
Moving at a very fast pace. EMT is no joke, but it's a lot of fun. If anyone's out there interested in medical stuff, it's a lot of fun. But
all you can ask for.
Yeah, it's a lot of hands-on stuff, but it's good though. But yeah, other than just being busy, I've just been kind of hanging out. But not a whole lot, honestly. Like EMT and fire stuff, that's just been taking up a lot of my time lately. So
yeah, that's fair. Yeah. No, man, I feel honestly, I've been really fucking busy as well with work. Our senior PE just moved on to a different company. So shout out to you, Randy. Obviously, I don't think he'll be watching this, but if you ever do, shout out to you, man. I hope it's going well. But with that being said, they're looking for a replacement for him. And I have been very, very busy the last few days with job walks, meetings. We had a company meeting today that was, one of those company meetings, man. It felt like one. Mm-hmm. I am exhausted. Didn't sleep too well the last 2 days, but we're here. We're going to get through it. And we have a wedding this weekend. Shout out to Tilu. I am very excited for that. We're going to be seeing most of the boys, but let's talk some ball, get into it, and have a little bit of fun.
Green 18. Red 48. Settle down. Wide 80. Set hut.
We suck. We suck. Get rid of Belichick. Get rid of Mac Jones. Get rid of our entire fucking receiving core.
You guys are 2-8.
That's what I thought. 2-7, 2-8. It doesn't matter. We still suck.
So Seahawks played the Ravens. Final score was 28-25. Geno Smith, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Anyway, not really much to write home about that game. Just
right.
This is
I don't think Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback in the NFC.
Wait, are you putting Justin Herbert over Jared Goff?
Yes.
It was like an interview for like a new podcast company. Called Brazzers. I mean, you could see I'm literally in the headquarters right now, dude.
That is such an insane intro. But you guys are not going to suck this year because we had you guys predicted to be in the wild card last week. Man, I was looking back at that 10-6. That is fucking crazy, but we'll see. Anyways, it is insane. Anyways, like I'd said, we do have a couple of segments today, obviously the news, and then we're going to get into the main event, which will be the NFC predictions, and then we will go through our playoffs based off the predictions. But before we get into it, we have a bit of news, like I had said. We're going to save the best one for last. There's an obvious one that happened about 30 minutes ago. We're recording this on a Thursday at 5:30. It'll be out on Friday, the next day. But there are a couple ones that I wanted to discuss that are a little bit easier, and we don't really need to talk about too much. But Jacoby Myers has requested a trade from the Raiders after they signed Amari Cooper to a 1-year, $4 million deal. I kind of feel bad for Jacoby because I do feel like he is a good wide receiver too. Don't think he's much of a wide receiver 1, but it'll be interesting for him to go to a different team. I'm hoping that the Niners at least try to go after him. Especially if he's requesting a trade. Either way, though, Jacoby Myers, I really do hope that you land on a team that has a wide receiver 1 and you do great as a wide receiver 2 because I could see it. And that might be a good fancy pickup for people that do not have him if he's on the waiver wire. But I doubt that he is. Another one that is not necessarily shocking, but not great. Spencer Rattler was announced as the starting quarterback for the Saints. Again, this isn't the most shocking thing just because they have either very old quarterbacks or very young /rookies. Spencer Rattler played last year. He wasn't horrible, wasn't great. Not a good move. The Saints are going to be the worst team in the NFL. If I was to put my money on that, I think that everyone in this podcast would agree. Obviously, Cody's not here. And do you agree that the Saints are going to be the worst team in the NFL? Okay. And just so you guys know, we will not be talking about them. We have one headline for them when we do their predictions, but they're bad. They're bad. The Patriots are releasing wide receiver Javon Baker, who was their 4th-round pick last year. Javon Baker, I believe, did not have a catch in a regular season game. Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong. Or maybe he has 1 or 2.
I couldn't even tell you because that's how much he really stood out for the team. He's a bum. He is a bum.
Pretty bad that your 4th-round pick wide receiver had less. I'm just going to say it, less than 10 catches. Yeah. I'm almost positive that's the case. And I can look it up, but it's pretty bad that your 4th-round wide receiver had less than 10 catches last year. And last year, what was your weakest link? Maybe the last 2 years.
Quarterback? O-line? No. Oh, no, sorry. Receivers. Why am I even blanking on that? It's been receivers.
Wide receivers. Sorry. Wide receivers. It is unreal. I mean, he might not see another team. Maybe a practice squad guy. Did he have 0? Pretty sure he had 0. I'm almost positive I was right about that. Or was it like 0 to 5?
Well, it's looking at his 2025 offense right now. Preseason stats was 1 catch for 13 yards, 0 touchdowns.
What about 2024?
Oh, career. Here we go. 1 catch, 4 targets, 12 yards. Yeah. No touchdowns.
I mean, just brutal. Just absolutely brutal. I mean, that's probably for the best for you. But it's not good for him. I mean, he was a high prospect coming out of, I believe he was UCF out of college. He was good there, man, but not good enough. Has been very bad in the NFL. Has not progressed very much, which is a shame for him, a shame for you guys, as it was a 4th-round pick. But moving on, we're going to continue with the Patriots theme because they've been kind of popular last week and a half or week. Patriots have also released Kendrick Bourne. Again, another wide receiver. Maybe you guys are starting to get some guys. Maybe you're starting to get some guys. That being said, the rumor is that the 49ers are having conversations about possibly bringing back Kendrick Bourne, which was our wide receiver 3 during the Jimmy G days. I don't really see it. Niners need a better wide receiver than that. No disrespect to Kendrick Bourne. But I do hope that you land on a team that is a competitor and you can be competitive as a wide receiver 3 because I think you could be good there. Now we're kind of getting into the meat and potatoes of the news. These last 4 are kind of the, I would say, premier news segments. The Vikings have traded for Adam Thielen. The Vikings got Thielen, a 2026 7th-round pick, and a 2027 5th-round pick. And the Vikings got a 2026 5th-round pick. And I'm sorry, I meant to say Carolina. Carolina got a 2026 5th-round pick and a 2027 4th-round pick. I'm not going to lie, this kind of seems worthless to me. I mean, Adam Thielen, he's great. He'll be wide receiver 3 in that Vikings team, but I don't really understand this from Carolina's point of view. You get rid of a 2026 7th-round pick and you swap that with the 5th-round pick, and then you swap a 5th with a 4th. So you basically had the picks, but you traded up just a teeny bit in both of those years for a wide receiver 3. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. A lot of wide receiver news today, which, again, I guess is good, but I'm hoping Adam Thielen the best. Don't think he'll do too well, at least fantasy-wise. And, dude, I'm actually excited. We have not even mentioned fantasy. We did our draft recently. Actually, we did our draft when? Sunday?
Yeah.
We did our draft Sunday.
A few days ago.
And we didn't even think about that. However, next segment, just because we're going to try to get through this relatively quickly, we will go through our teams, and we will be talking a little fantasy during the year. I just thought about that. But Adam Thielen, maybe a little bit of a sleeper. Anyways, the Vikings team, I think, is going to be good, and we'll talk about them later. The Bengals are signing free agent offensive lineman Dalton Risner to a 1-year deal, and they have also agreed to a $14 million raise for Trey Hendrickson. It's kind of weird that they called it a raise. I don't necessarily know what that means, and maybe I should have looked that up before writing it down, but I would assume that means that he's playing on the same contract, because I don't think he was a free agent, and they just bumped his pay for this year to basically prove him for $14 million. That's how I view that. Let's see. Yeah, so it was a renegotiation. It looks like his original, I don't know. This is kind of weird.
It's almost like they revised it. That's what they revised the contract. That's all it was.
So it's basically just a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's just a raise for this year. So he boosts his salary to $30 million a year, which is quite a bit. That probably makes him top 5 in pass rushers. But a good move, a needed move for the Bengals. If you have watched their defense in the preseason, it has been atrocious. This was needed. I think it's a good move. And these last 3 we'll kind of talk about, and then we'll get into the main event. What do you think? I mean, this was definitely needed in my eyes.
Oh, yeah. I would arguably say that the Bengals defense, after everything that we saw, arguably one of the worst defenses in the league right now. Like, straight, I don't, that's my personal opinion on that. I think it's absolutely horrendous. Bengals are very odd team. You know, you have one of the best offenses, you have one of the worst defenses as well. Like, figure your shit out. So I think overall this was great that they did this. They needed it. Hopefully they can turn it around a little bit during the regular season.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we kind of talked about this, but I would be shocked if the Bengals defense didn't finish in the bottom 3 and the offense didn't finish in the top 3, just because that's how they're built. I think this helps their case with defense. They're still shit. I mean, they have the worst cornerback and safety room probably in the NFL. They don't have anyone as a pass rusher besides Trey now. Their linebackers are not great. They have a bad defense, but this definitely helps. Sticking to the defensive side of things, the last 2 pieces of news that we have, I think I'm most excited to talk about, but we're going to leave the main event for the last one and get to the Ravens signing safety Kyle Hamilton to a 4-year, $100 million extension, making him the highest paid safety ever in the NFL.
He's so good.
Dude, he's so fucking good. So well-deserved. He's the best safety in the league. He stops the run. He can rush the passer. Super instinctive. He reacts super well to things. He is incredible. And he's really the highlight of that defense. When you put on the tape, I mean, he is everywhere. This is a hell of a – I don't know what's going on with my mouse. There we go. This is a hell of a extension for the Ravens. And look, man, obviously he was going to be here for the season no matter what, and maybe this makes him a little bit more motivated, but it's hard not for the Ravens to be a top 3 Super Bowl contender in everyone's eyes. I mean, we've seen this over and over again and over and over again and over and over again. The regular season, it always looks great for the Ravens, and that's why we have them 14-3, 13-4, basically tied for first in the AFC, but we know what happens in the playoffs. And look, let's be quite honest with you. Both Lamar and the defense typically do not play too hot in the playoffs. Buffalo, we always know Josh has played well. Their defense doesn't play well. The Ravens, sometimes their defense shows up. Sometimes Lamar doesn't show up, but they're not consistent. Maybe this is a little bit of incentive for Kyle to, round up the troops and have a more consistent playoff. We need to see it. I think it's win or lose now for both the Ravens and the Bills. This is a great extension. Like you said, Anthony, he is probably a top 20 player in the league. He is phenomenal. I don't know if you have anything else, but I think you agree with all my points. All right. Well,
the main event. Well,
this is the co-main event. Oh my God, fellas.
Jerry.
How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? I mean, what in the world? Micah Parsons has been traded to the Packers. The Packers
out of all teams.
Out of all Packers. This was the team I didn't even see coming from a mile away. I didn't think that they were actually going to trade him. But to trade him to the Packers, and it makes sense for the Packers because they don't have a premier pass rusher. That's one of their weaknesses. Not anymore. The Cowboys have exchanged. The Cowboys have received 2 first-round picks along with Kenny Clark, and we have poopy Kenny Clark, but Kenny Clark for Micah Parsons. And afterwards, Jerry Jones went to the press and had a press conference in which he was asked about it. And I quote, "We need to stop the run. And we have not been able to in key times in several years with him being there." He then went on to go about how Michael, I don't know why he called him Michael. I'm almost positive he called him Michael. But anyways, he went on to say that Micah has great pass rushing abilities and skills, but he is lacking in stopping the run. So they went and traded for Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks. Kenny Clark, let me get this straight. Kenny Clark, you want to stop the run, so you signed Kenny Clark. Okay, maybe an above-average defensive tackle. Sure. You are fucking betting. You are betting your money that you are going to pick one player out of those 2 first-round picks that is going to be better than Micah Parsons. Do you know how many people have had the start Micah Parsons has had in his career? It's less than 10. Less than 10. He has been one of the best prospects, not only in college football, but in the NFL. In the NFL, he is known as a top 3 pass rusher in the NFL and has been since his rookie year. And you are betting on the idea that you, Jerry, and you, Cowboys, are going to draft someone just as good as him? I mean, talk about stopping the run. Holy moly. How about you stop the run that fucking Jerry Jones is having of being shit? How about that? Because Geriatric Jones, you need to be fired. His press conference, I seriously think was unreal. Might be the most unreal thing I've seen all offseason. And please continue.
No, it is unbelievable. You know, I honestly think for the first time in so long, I honestly feel really bad for Cowboys fans. Everyone's crashing out.
I feel bad.
I actually feel bad. Like, because this is an idiotic move. Why are you giving up a top 3 pass rusher in the NFL? It's not something you do. To stop the run, go fuck yourself, Jerry. That's bad. That is bad ball. Now, here's a guy who doesn't know ball. He is fire him. As what a depressed Cowboys fan says. Shout out to this guy, because he is crashing out. His TikToks have been fucking hilarious, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's been bad. But he said in one of his songs, we gotta fire Jerry. This team is super ass. It is ass. It's even more ass now. It is insane. Like,
it's unreal to me. I mean,
it's unreal.
I thought it was a long shot for the Cowboys. Honestly, same. We're not even Cowboys fans. We don't like the Cowboys. No. I mean, this is bad. This is seriously bad.
Terrible.
Like, if I'm the Cowboys,
you trade them to the Packers.
Who is a team that's been competitive in the playoffs against you.
Yes.
That's a team that has beat you in the playoffs in the last 10 years multiple times and then has gone on to the Niners. And we've seen what's happened. It's just unreal to me because you sign CD, you trade for George, Dak Prescott's on a big contract. Who is their defense? I mean, their defense is below average. With Micah Parsons, it's probably average. Now it's below average, and there's no way you could tell me that you're not trying to retool. Like, at this point, you have a good offense, no running back. I don't care about Jaden Blue and his fucking training camp and OTAs and all that bullshit preseason that he had that was so good. No. He's not even Javonte Williams. I'm sorry. No. Both them not proven. They have one of the worst running back rooms in the league. You have Dak Prescott, regular season quarterback. Great. He's great. CeeDee Lamb, probably a top 5 wide receiver in the league. George Pickens, super inconsistent. Great wide receiver too, though. What are you going to do? Are you just going to take a fucking page out of the Bengals script and be a horrible defense and a great offense? Like, I don't know.
Guess what? That doesn't get you that far. I think the Bengals have proven that last season. Doesn't get you that far.
And look, maybe, we'll talk about this in a few, but we're going to get into the main event pretty soon here. However, there is a possibility now that I could see the Cowboys being last in the division. I'm sorry. I could see it. I could see it now. Now, would I bet on that? Probably not. But I think they're definitely 3rd or 4th. I mean, that is wild. Anyways, that gets us to the main event. We're going to do the NFC predictions. Like last time, I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully, you guys can see this in a second. Add the stage. And we are going to get into it. So, well, look at that. NFC East, here we come. And just so you guys know, and let them know what the red highlighted means.
The red highlighted means that this team just doesn't even have a chance to make playoffs. They're done. There's no point for us to even look at this, at their schedule. they're not going to make it 100%, or slash they're just not going to be fun, or it's just GG's off the rip. For example, Cowboys, Jerry, right?
Yeah.
Done. Sorry. After that trade, not even looking at it. The Giants, hardest schedule in the NFL. They're toast. And then you have the Saints. Kamara has no help. Not happening. So, but everything else, though, even the Panthers, they're going to be fun. Bryce Young really showed us last season towards the end that he could actually do something. That's actually going to be kind of fun to go through that schedule, see what happens. You see? So that's kind of what the red highlighted is there.
All right. Sorry about that, fellas. Not really sure what happened there. I was trying to show the hardest schedules. For you Cowboys fans, Giants fans, and Saints fans, I'll leave you out of this just because if you actually think that you're going to make the playoffs, you are smoking crack. However, I think that there is a bit of optimism in both the Cowboys and Giants. Obviously, we said the whole Micah thing is tough for the Cowboys, but they have a great offense. However, the Giants, look at this schedule.
Yeah.
They have the hardest schedule in the last 10 years. Oh my gosh, bro. What is going on with my mouse? Something is fried in my mouse right now. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, they have the toughest schedule in the last 10 years. And then I believe the Cowboys have the 5th hardest schedule. Not a great place to be, especially after trading Micah Parsons. But we're going to get into the two teams that we think probably can make the playoffs. And the first one is the Eagles. So let's go to their – there we go. Let's go to their schedule. And we're going to go through this. Now, last time we had Cody or even yourself or myself to go through the tiebreakers and kind of choose. But now we're going to have to come to kind of agreements because if we do disagree, I'm not too sure what's going to happen because there's only 2 of us. So,
right. Well, week 1,
Thursday
I can
night,
say that's a win.
Thursday night versus Dallas, dub. At Kansas City, that is at Kansas City. I would be shocked if Kansas City didn't come out playing guns a-blazing.
Hard. Super Bowl rematch right here, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
we can come back to that. We'll come back to that. So, 0-1. Rams. I think because the Rams and Matthew Stafford is not fully healthy, apparently, because he does have a back issue. I think, especially because this is a rematch of the NFC game that they have in the divisional round, I believe. I'm going to take the Eagles to win this, but I think it's going to be very close. Very, very close.
I can agree with that. And I think it's also because it is still early on in the season, the whole issue with Matt Stafford, right? He's going to be fine later on this season. The Rams are going to come out hard. But for right now, I'll give the Eagles the win in the week 3.
Okay. Versus Tampa Bay at Tampa. That is a fucking brutal game. A brutal game. Tampa.
Honestly, I think stick with the Eagles, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a team out of this division that I think is going to. I'm trying to look for a piece of paper. I guess I'll just write it down on my phone. There's got to be a team in this division that does pretty well, even with the really hard schedule for everyone.
Right.
I think. So, up until Tampa Bay. They beat Dallas. They beat Los Angeles. I think they'll beat Tampa Bay. So they're probably 3-1. Do we want to come to agreement that they're going to lose at Kansas City?
I'll come to an agreement with that. Yeah, we'll go 3-1 right now.
Okay. So then versus Denver, that's fucking brutal. It is at home, though. So.
Denver, I mean, I still think I want to give this to the Eagles only because Denver is still new. They're still a developing team, but then again, it is week 5, though. So,
yeah. I think they'll probably win that game.
I think they will
too,
though.
I think Denver will not have enough. Obviously, we think that they're going to beat the Giants, although that's at the Giants, so I think that'll be a little bit closer than we all think.
No, I think whenever Saquon is going up against the Giants, I think he's going to go balls to the wall. I think for both these Giants games that they have, I think it's going to be a clean sweep for the Eagles.
Fair. At Minnesota, tough game. Tough environment.
I feel like that's a trap game for the Eagles.
Yeah, I can see it as well. So we think up until that point, 6 Oh, 5-2. Excuse me. 5-2. I think that they're going to sweep New York, right?
Yeah, so 6-2.
So they're 6-2 at Green Bay. That is fucking brutal.
Brutal.
6-2.
Monday night as well. Prime time.
After a bye week, you have all that time off.
And now with Micah Parsons too on that defense.
And that would be 10 weeks of him being in that defensive scheme.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're on the same page. I think they're going to lose that.
Yes.
6-3. I think they'll beat Detroit because of a bounce back. 7-3.
Yep.
I think they beat Dallas 8-3.
8-3.
They beat Chicago 9-3. They beat the Chargers 10-3. They beat Vegas 11-3.
Yep.
Woo! That's a brutal stretch to end it.
Yeah, this is.
I think they'll split. I think they'll split with the Commanders, right?
I think they split, and for this sake, we could say they split when they're in Washington.
So 11-4, 12-4. Do they beat Buffalo at Buffalo?
Dude, it's coming down to the primetime shit for them. I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. So they're 12-5. Wow. All right. We have the reigning defending Super Bowl champs going 12-5. That is crazy. They have a gauntlet of a schedule. They have no. Oh my God, it's doing this again because of the fucking video, dude. This is so frustrating. There we go. Okay, I'm just not going to look at that anymore. I do really want to look at it, though. Okay, Eagles. They have the fourth hardest schedule. And just so you guys know, the NFC East kind of reigns with the hardest schedule because they have all of their teams in the top 5. So that's going to be brutal. Moving on to the Commanders, though, who's another team that we think probably could make the playoffs.
I also have that up now, Zach, so I can always let you know.
Okay. All right. Versus New York. I think that's a dub. At Green Bay, that seems like not a game they're going to win.
No.
So 1-1. I think they beat Vegas 2-1. At Atlanta,
I think they do it.
3-1. I agree. At LA, that is a fucking brutal game. I feel like that's kind of a trap game.
That's a tough game in general, I think.
Sunday,
I kind of lean towards LA, though.
LA. Okay. I do too. 3-2. They'll beat Chicago 4-2. I think they'll beat Dallas 5-2. They're not beating Kansas City. 6-2.
So 5-3.
5-3. You're right. Thank you. 5-3. Seattle. That is going to be such a good game. Sunday night. This is at home, though. If it was in Seattle, I think it'd be different. I think they're going to win this.
Okay.
6-3. Detroit.
I think Detroit takes that.
Yeah. 6-4.
I think 6-4.
Miami, they'll win 7-4. Bye week and then versus Denver at home.
Also Sunday night as well.
Oh, I kind of want to lean Denver, but also the Commanders are at home.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that they lose this game. I don't know. My gut's telling me.
My gut is telling me Denver.
Okay. 7-5. They beat Minnesota 8-5. New York, they beat 9-5. Philly, they split, like we said. So that'll be 9-5, 10-5, 10-6. And then they beat Dallas, right?
11-6.
11-6. I think that makes sense. That makes about sense to me. Now, getting into probably the hardest division to actually predict, and it is the NFC North. We're just going to go straight to the first team I saw, and that was
Bears?
Chicago. Yep.
The Bears have the second hardest schedule in the NFL.
Brutal.
That's not great. That's not something you want to hear. That's not something you really want to hear after what last season looked like.
You know what's crazy is like they don't have like a stretch that's really, really hard. They just play good teams throughout the whole year. Like if you look at this, it is brutal. To start the year, that might be probably their easiest stretch. But even so, like versus Minnesota, like are they going to split with Minnesota, or do you think Minnesota beats them?
I think Minnesota is younger and more talented right now. As a whole, at least.
Then they play Minnesota again at Minnesota in week 11. Do you think they lose both those games?
I think they do. But I'm also really not high on the I'm not high on the Bears this year at all.
I'll run with you.
I'm not high on Caleb Williams.
That's fair. 0-1, 0-2. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they beat Dallas.
I could definitely see them beating Dallas. I could see that game going both ways, though. Honestly.
Okay.
But
I'm high. I think I'm higher on them beating them. So I do see your point, though. I think that they're kind of like on the same tier of teams, if that makes sense. So that's 1-2 at Vegas. I mean, that is a brutal game. Holy fuck. That's $350.
Two terrible offensive lines going at it with each other.
At Vegas, Sunday, midday game. Oh, God.
I kind of want to say the Bears on this one, though. I'm not even going to lie.
No, I think so, too, because I feel like they have to be 2-2 going into their bye week because look at these teams coming. So let's say 2-2. At Commanders, L. Right? We agree? That'll be an L?
Oh, L. Yes.
L. New Orleans. That should be a dub. So they're 3-3. Okay, they're 3-3. At Baltimore, at Cincy, I think both are losses.
3-5.
3-5. New York, they win. So 4-5.
4-5.
At Minnesota, there's no fucking way they are beating Minnesota at Minnesota in November.
No. So what? 4-6.
4-6. Pittsburgh. At home, Sunday night or Sunday morning. I think it's got to be a bounce. I think it's got to be a bounce back game.
You think that's a bounce back game? Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that defense is going to be fucking nuts, and it's going to be cold as hell in Chicago. Okay, 4-7. At Philly, 4-8. At Green Bay, 4-9. Fuck. Versus Cleveland.
Cleveland, I could see this. I could see, 5-9. Green Bay again.
At home. No, Green Bay always owns the Bears.
5-10.
5-10. At San Francisco, I don't think San Francisco is going to lose that in December.
Okay.
5-11.
And then
Jesus
Detroit.
Christ.
5-12 is what we have.
5-12. No way, dude. I think that they split with Minnesota.
You think? Okay, then fine. They're fucking 6-11. Still terrible.
Holy fuck, dude. This schedule is brutal.
It's a brutal schedule.
6-11. They get swept by Detroit. They get swept by Green Bay. Green Bay, I think, makes sense. Detroit. At Detroit. Not winning that game. And they play Detroit in the last game of the year.
I think so. I think Detroit and Green Bay sweeps them.
Okay, 6-11. I think there's a case that they could be higher, but for sake of time,
I think there could be. But
dude, that schedule is brutal. I mean, talent-wise, it's like the Giants. Like, I didn't know they had this brutal of a schedule, but the Giants will be fun. You know, they'll be a fun 5-12. You know, but that is a fucked up schedule. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that. But next is the Detroit Lions. Who I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as high on
schedule.
I'm not as high on. At Green Bay to start the fucking year. That is insane. I'm gonna take Green Bay. Were you gonna say something different?
I think Detroit's gonna take that one personally. Me.
All right. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Flip a coin, Siri. It's heads. They are 1-0. Versus Chicago, we had them sweeping them, so they're. No, I had them winning.
You had Green Bay winning?
Yeah. No. I had. Oh wait. No, we're doing Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah, I have Detroit. Oh, I'm so sorry. You are completely right. 0-1. My apologies.
0-1. I won it. I think.
Yeah. My bad. 0-1. Chicago.
1-1. 1-1 because we had them
at Baltimore.
Oh my god, that's wow.
Monday night. At Baltimore. It is in September. Honestly, though.
It is in September. I think for the sake of how hard Baltimore is coming in with this, I think it's going to be 1-2.
1-2.
Hear me out on this.
Okay,
you ready?
Such a fucking good game.
Hear me out on these next few. Okay, you ready for this?
Okay.
Cleveland, that's a win. We're going 2-2. Bengals, we're going to go 3-2. Okay. Kansas City. Oh fuck! I didn't even see Kansas City. I'm not even gonna lie. Dude, I honestly just don't even want Kansas City to win. I don't want them to see them win any games. I wish they just go 0-17.
So going into that bye week, I think they're 4-3. L.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd be 5. 5-3. That's what you're saying. You're missing Tampa Bay.
2, 3. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 wins going into the bye week.
What am I missing then? Okay, sorry. Hang on. Chicago's a win. No, Cleveland's a win. Cincy's a win. Tampa's a win. Oh, you're so right. Sorry. 4-3. 4-3. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
No, you're good, but dude, we're gonna have this division beat the fuck up each other because
I know.
I think we'll see. Anyways, versus Minnesota in November at home after a bye week. Good teams come out of the bye week swinging. I think they win this game.
I do too.
5-3 at Washington. Yep. Tough game. Don't see them. I think we had the Lions winning.
I think we had the Lions winning on. Yes, we did.
Okay. So
I was thinking of something else of a split, but no, it's not this. We actually had them straight up winning that one.
6-3.
Philly. They lose Philly.
What did we have? Yeah, I think we had them losing 6-4, 7-4 with the Giants.
Mm-hmm. Do they split with Green Bay now?
7-4. They do split with Green Bay. Yes, 8-4.
So 8-4.
Dallas they beat 9-4. At LA in December. LA's healthy. Wow. Dude, that's gonna be such a fucking good game.
Because then you also have the return of Jared Goff coming back, right? I'm actually curious. What was that like last season though? Because remember, Detroit was also injured last year. They didn't have Aiden Hutchinson as well. So I'm actually kind of curious to see. And a few of their other key defensive players were also injured. So I'm curious to see what that score was last year. Okay, September 8th, the Lions beat the Rams 26-20 at home. And that was their only game against the Rams. It was at home 26-20, and then the NFL wild card, it was the Lions beat them 24-23. So honestly, close games either way.
Dude, it was very fucking close. And it's also December. However, it's in LA. That
right.
definitely
it's in LA.
Around. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're gonna lose this game.
Okay,
my guts.
Then we can go with that. So what do we have them at then?
9-5. They beat Pittsburgh. 10-5.
Pittsburgh.
Do they split with Minnesota?
Did we had Minnesota beating them the first game, or did they beat them the first one?
Oops, fuck this one up.
I think they split. I could see a split.
Let me see.
Let me look this up. Let me look at this real quick. Versus Minnesota. Lions beat them both, and both games were relatively close. One by 3 points, and the other by 10 points. Relatively close. So, I think I could definitely see a split here.
There we go. Sorry. Okay, I could see that as well. So we had them at 9. 10-5.
10-6.
10-6. 11-6. Wow. Dude, this division is going to be so fucking good.
Yeah, NFC North may be kind of on crack this year.
Do you think the Packers are going to win now with Micah? I mean, we'll get into it, obviously, but just like off the top of your head, who do you think wins this division? What?
I think Lions still do.
We'll see.
That's just based off of what I think within schedule, within all of that.
Yeah. We have Green Bay next. Where are they at in scheduling?
Green Bay is number 6, so they are 3 below Detroit actually for the hardest schedule. Since we're just talking about who we think would go take it.
Wait, where were they at again? Sorry.
Who? Detroit?
No, Green Bay.
6th.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. Versus Detroit, we had them winning. Washington, I think we had them winning. We haven't done Washington yet. We did Washington.
We did. We had Green Bay winning that.
So they're 2-0. Cleveland, I think they win. Dallas, they win. 4-0 going into their bye week. Wow. Versus Cincinnati, good teams typically come out of the gates in bye weeks. What? 5-0? 6-0? Where is their tough fucking schedule? I mean, I'm looking all the way up until week 10. Do they have a loss?
Yeah.
Are they 9-0?
I think they lose to Arizona and Pittsburgh. 2 trap games back to back.
Detroit, Washington, Cleveland, Dallas, 4-0. Cincy, they win. Arizona, they win. I think they win Arizona, lose to Pittsburgh. That makes sense.
Okay.
Night game, October. Seems like a Mike Tomlin game to win. This is a rivalry. 7-1. Carolina, 8-1. Philly, 8-2. New York, 8-3. Minnesota, they'll split, so they'll win this one at home, let's just say. 9-3. Detroit, they'll lose. 9-4. Chicago, they'll win.
They lose to Denver. I think they lose to Denver.
9-5. At Chicago, I think they win. 9-6. 10-5. Yes, you're right. And then they lose the rest of the games.
10-6, 10. So they go 10-7. Oh man.
God. It's whenever these fucking videos go off, it just freezes my screen. There we go. That's insane, man. 10-7. I mean, this one's gonna be close. Even the Vikings, where are they at? They'll be the last team, but I mean,
Vikings are number 7.
I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna beat up each other. Beat up each other is going to be fun. All right, at Chicago, dub, right?
Yes.
At Atlanta, dub. At Cincy, dub. Versus Pittsburgh. What does the asterisk mean?
I was going to say, is that an asterisk or is that a dub?
Shit. That means I think this is in Europe. Wait, do the Vikings have 2 Europe games?
They do.
Back to back?
Oh, shit.
Whew. They do. First in Dublin, and then in London. So, if we have Pittsburgh beating Green Bay, that means we have Pittsburgh beating the Vikings, right? Or do we? No, we had Pittsburgh winning because it was later in the season.
Yes.
So, are the Vikings 4-0? Are the Vikings 5-0?
Vikings go 5-0.
And then they hit a gauntlet.
Wait, hang on. We are missing something very important right now with the Vikings. We are missing something so important that we actually have no idea. JJ McCarthy. We actually have no idea what he's like. We have no idea. We know what that offensive line is like. We know what their wide receiver depth, their core is like. We know what their defense is like. We don't know who their main guy is like. This is actually really tough. This actually just changed a whole lot. Now, really thinking
about it. Not gonna lie to you. They're so well coached. Their defense is great. They have great offensive weapons. I think they're better than all of these teams before their bye week, hands down. But look at who they have to play. They better be 5-0.
If there's one team that they'd lose in week 5, I honestly say it would probably be the Bengals.
Yeah, I would see the Bengals or Pittsburgh as well. I think they're going to be 5-0, but there might be a reason for that because they better be 5-0 if they want to make the playoffs. Look at this gauntlet.
This is a fucking gauntlet and a half.
5-0, 5-1. I think they lose this game. 5-2, 5-3,
5-3,
5-4,
5-4,
6-4.
I can go 6-4.
6-4. They split with Green Bay. They lose at home. 6-5.
So let's go 6-5.
Oh. At Seattle. Oh, that is a fucking brutal game too. At Seattle in November, 1:05 p.m. start time.
6-5? Or is that 6-6?
6-5 up until this point. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm missing a game. 5-0.
6-1. No, sorry. 5-1.
5-2. 5-3.
5-3.
5-4.
5-4.
6-4.
6-5.
6-5.
6-6.
Yeah. 6-6. I think they beat Washington. I think that's fair. 7-6. They'll beat Dallas. 8-6. They'll beat New York. 9-6.
9-6.
Do they get swept by Detroit? They did last year, right?
No, we split with them. Remember, we had them split because I said they've been close, but each time Detroit has played them though last year, Detroit did beat them.
Okay, so 9-6, 10-6. And then we had them splitting with Green Bay.
Yes. No.
So
wait.
10-7.
Oh God.
And we have them splitting. Ooh, and we have them splitting. Oh my God. Look at that division. Wow. I'm going to do something, Anthony, and maybe this is something that I'll regret, but we're not going to do this.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Fun, but not
if you
there.
guys aren't
I'm
seeing,
okay with that.
If you guys are not seeing what I'm doing, we are putting a Panthers lock to the predictions just because we are kind of getting a bit later into the segment. I don't think the Panthers are going to make the playoffs, and this is all for playoffs. They will be very fun, but the two teams that I think are going to win this division are either the Bucs or the Falcons, and we'll get into it. Man, oh man, the NFC North, holy guacamole. I mean, that is going to be an insane division if that's the truth. Anyways, we have the Falcons up next. Where are they ranked? They got to be a little bit lower, right? They can't be in the top half, I would assume.
The Falcons are, I mean, you're correct. They are in the lower half. They're sitting at a solid number 20.
That makes sense. That makes sense just because the NFC South is horrible. We're going to get into it versus Tampa Bay. I'm going to say this right away. I think they're going to split Tampa Bay. I think that'll be probably the two teams that are competitive. So they're at home in this one. I say we go with the dub for the Falcons.
Okay.
So 1-0.
I'm still not high on them, though. Michael Penix, haven't really seen too much,
That's
honestly.
fair. That's fair.
Like,
yeah, this is going to be no. The more I think about it, Michael Penix starting a game in September, doesn't have a lot of experience, is going up against Tampa Bay, who has Baker. I don't think they win it. I don't.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I think they start the year 0-2.
Yeah.
Carolina, they'll win. I think it'll be close, but they'll win. So they're 1-2.
I think that's a loss right there too.
1-3, 1-4, 1-5. Do we agree?
Yes, 1-6.
1-6. Yeah,
After my,
you're right.
No, I said 1-6
1-6
with Miami.
No way.
Yes.
No way. No, Miami loses.
No.
No. They have to. This team has to be at least 500. Right? Otherwise, the Bucs are just going to be that much better.
I'm so fucking with you. Yes, they fucking beat Miami.
Oh, you're scaring me. You're scaring me. Okay, 2-6. At New England, I'm almost positive we had New England winning. in
Did
November.
I don't remember.
I'm almost positive. Dude, they are.
Then fuck yeah, I'm down. Fuck yeah, give us the win.
They're 2-6. Wait. Dude. No. They're 2-7.
Hang on. They lose to my. Okay, hang on. Back up. Okay, hang on. Loss, win, loss. So what? That's 1-3.
1-4. 1-5. 1-6.
No.
2-6.
Hang on. 1-3. Okay. Now we're at bye week. Okay. And then 1-4. 1-5.
1-5.
2-5. Oh, sorry. 2-5. 2-5. My bad. Yep.
2-5. 2-6. Jesus Christ.
Colts, I think that's a win. Colts, I think that's a fucking win.
4-6.
5-6.
Okay, hold on. 5-6.
6-6.
6-6. Now they're on a heater versus Seattle.
6-7.
Yeah, 6-7. Do they split with Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay? They're on a heater.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna see what it was like. What was it? Falcons
versus Tampa Bay.
Falcons beat. Oh, yes, we're gonna split because last year the Falcons beat the Bucs both times.
Okay, so they were 6-7, 7-7, 8-7, 8-8,
8-8, 9-8,
9-8.
Okay, not as bad as we thought. That makes about sense to me. Okay.
Now let's go to the other team that we think is going to be competitive. Probably going to win. If I was to put my money on it, I would put my money on Tampa Bay. Where are they at? They got to be around 20.
They're right above. Right? They're right above the Falcons. They're at spot 19.
Okay. At Atlanta, we had them winning. At Houston. God, this is a brutal fucking game to predict. Monday at 4 p.m. Monday night at Houston.
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, last year, in my opinion, I don't think CJ Stroud played that well. I know a lot of people disagree with me with that, but I think he was in a huge sophomore slump, and now he's out of that. I'm not too sure, actually, with this one.
This is a flip of a coin, in my opinion, but
I think it is.
I think if I was to put my money on it, it would probably be Houston just because they're at home, but it's tough.
I want to say Tampa, but if you want to go Houston, I will go Houston with you.
All right, I'm calling tails. Hey, Siri, flip a coin. It's heads this time. Okay. You won this time. So they're
2-0.
2-0. 3-0 versus New York. 3-1 versus Philly. At Seattle. Oh, my God.
We've been doing this for Seattle every time, though, to be fair.
No. I know.
To be fair.
3-2. Did we do it? Does Seattle win that?
We have a lot of them. We got to remember that we have Seattle winning a lot of games.
Yeah. I'm just thinking
like
home field advantage is just so huge for Seattle. No, also thinking about it too. I don't know if I would bet on Seattle in the beginning of the year just because they have a lot of new pieces.
I think the Bucs are I think the Bucs win this game. I'm not saying they're going to destroy the Seattle. I'm not saying anything like that. I think Bucs will come up on top. If you understand what I'm saying, then yes.
I mean, you got Sam Darnold at quarterback for Seattle,
and we saw what he did with Vikings. Though we can't.
Yeah, I was just looking at their roster.
God, their roster is. I'm not even gonna lie. Their roster is actually not that bad.
I know it really comes down to Sam Darnold, but I have a feeling that Sam is going to struggle in the beginning of the year. So I think I'm okay with them being 4-1.
Okay, 4-1
versus San Francisco at home in October.
That's tough. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna lie. I know you guys have a lot of issues going on still right now, and a lot. You won't even be back yet.
Yeah. I'm fine with the Niners taking an L here. I think that's fine. It'll be tough for us to begin the year as well, but we have the Bucs 5-1. That is insane.
I mean,
they'll lose this one 5-2, so they're 6-2 going into their bye week.
Honestly, though, I can see it.
Okay, versus New England.
In November,
I think we had the Patriots winning.
I was gonna say because it's in November as well.
6-3 versus Buffalo.
God, that's
6-4.
Now,
yeah, I know.
We'll go back to both of me.
We'll go back to both that game and the Niner game because I think we should discuss those. But so they
lose
6-2, 6-3.
Wait, no. New England
6-5.
No, we have New England losing. This is at home. This is at Tampa Bay. That game is at home. New England's losing that game.
So they're 7-4 then.
Yes.
Okay. 7-4.
Buffalo
8-4. No way they're this good. 8-4. 9-4. They split with Atlanta, right?
We had them split.
9-4, 9-5, 10-5. We have them going 12-5, Anthony. The Bucs 12-5. That would put them as a tie for the first. No, it'd be second because they lost against Philly. Oh my God, there's no way they're 12-5.
What was the record last year?
We fucked up somewhere. Dude, the end of the year though is fucking cake.
It's so cake. What do we have them at?
12-5.
We're not entirely off though, dude. Last year they went 10-7.
All right, let's go through it again.
We're not entirely off. Again.
Atlanta L, right? Houston dub. Oh no. They beat Atlanta. They beat Houston. They beat New York. Philly they lose.
It's 3-1.
At Seattle. 3-2.
3-2.
Week 6 is when Brandon Ayuk is supposed to come back.
Supposed to. Will he still? Is it going to be that same Ayuk though from last year though?
I know.
Plus, you still have all your other fucking injuries still going on, which we don't even know when those are going to be fine.
I think the Niners are going to win.
You have a feeling?
Yeah. I also don't think that the Bucs are going to go 12-5. I think that is insane. Even looking at this, like, I know that their schedule is pretty fucking cake, but there's no way, dude. No way they go 12-5.
I mean, last year you guys barely beat the Bucs, by the way.
No, I know it was a tough game.
It was 23-20.
Okay, how about we settle on this? 11-6, and that's final. They lose somewhere else, whether it's to the Niners, whether it's to New England, whether it's to Arizona. 11-6. Holy shit!
Because it's one of those teams. It's going to be one of those teams where they're going to go in there and they're either going to beat my team, your team, Arizona. Like it's going to be something like that where they're going to come in and just do that shit.
I'm going to put an asterisk here because I have a feeling if the Bucs are 11-6, that would make them one of the top teams in the NFC. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I don't know. We'll see. We have the final and the most crazy division. I'm going to ask you a question.
Most unpredictable division. I'm going
to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question. In the NFC West, how many teams do you think could make the playoffs?
3.
Okay. Are we on the same wavelength?
Yes.
Okay. My God, dude, my mouse is disgusting.
I got you.
Yes. Can he stay healthy? Oh, shit. Oops. There we go. Can he stay healthy? Question mark.
Yep.
Will Marvin Harrison Jr. be great? All right.
Because this thing, they didn't utilize him enough last year, right?
Here we go.
If they utilized him, if they could prove us wrong and actually,
I agree.
Show up, and I will change my mind about 3 teams. It could be 4 then, but as of right now, from last season, 3.
This is the beginning. We're obviously going to change this probably in a quarter of the way through, halfway through, and 3/4 the way through. We'll do our predictions at least halfway through, so it could change. But for now, we don't think that they're going to be competitive. Here we go. Right. Just an FYI, the Niners have the easiest schedule in the NFL. The easiest schedule in the NFL. 32. We always, in recent years, we have been sweeping Seattle. However, if there's going to be a game that we're going to lose, I think it's Seattle to begin the year. It's hectic. We don't know what's happening. We're not fully healthy. I'm just being realistic. At Seattle is a brutal, brutal start to the year.
I was going to say, you're a Niner fan. You got to be 100% realistic with everything happening here.
0-1.
Got to be 0-1.
Saints 1-1. Arizona 2-1. Jacksonville 3-1. Los Angeles, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think we split. At home, I don't think we beat them. I think we are 3-2. At Tampa Bay, I think
this was one of the toss-ups. If you think you're going to beat them, fuck yeah.
I think we're going to beat them. But if you think Tampa Bay is going to win, I'm down to flip a coin.
No, go for it. Take the win. Take the dub.
All right.
Supposed to check
so
an hour ago.
Oh, that's kind of brutal.
I'm in B11.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
4-2. Atlanta. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is a dub. 5-2. At Houston. I could see us losing. But I also could see us winning. At Houston in October, week 8.
This really is
should be fully healthy. Should be healthy. What do you think, Ant?
This is just actually the easiest schedule ever.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, we're after this, there's one loss. That's it. There's not even a team that I'm scared of after Houston and LA.
You guys
look at the end of that fucking schedule. If we don't win games 11 through 18, we are either unhealthy, Brock sucks, or something went horribly wrong. So let's just be generous. Let's give Houston a dub. That means that we are...
You guys have lost 3 then, right? Or 2.
5-3.
I mean, you guys 5-3?
L, what? Dub, 3-1.
L. And then Houston L. Okay.
4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3. We said they're going to split, right? 7-3, 8-3, 9-3, 10-3, 11-3. I mean, dude, I don't think this is delusional of me to say. We are giving L's to Seattle. I think we'll split both Seattle and the Rams. L to Houston. Where is another L? There is maybe at Arizona. After that, there's no way we lose to Carolina. No way we lose to Cleveland, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Chicago, Seattle. I don't see it. I'm going to be blatantly honest with you and just give us, dude, realistically, it would shock me if we didn't have 13 or more wins. Unless we're so hurt, dude, look at this schedule.
This is the easiest thing I think I've ever seen. You guys, if you guys don't make playoffs this year, oh man, someone's getting fired. More than one person's getting fired.
We just went through it. Playoffs. We had 3 losses based off our predictions. I'm going to add 1, maybe 2 to that. I think it's realistic for the Niners to go 13-4. Or 12-5. I think that's fair. We'll move on to the Rams, who is the other team, in my opinion, that I think is going to compete. But again, dude, it's going to be a tough fucking start because Matthew Stafford hasn't played well and he has a bad back. So we're going to get into it. Versus Houston at home, week 1.
The Rams have the 17th hardest schedule.
Is Matthew Stafford healthy?
Not for this, no. I'm actually going to look
up. Oh my God, I might go to this game. $42 to watch the Houston Texans play at SoFi? Shit.
Oh, Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford back practicing for second straight week. That was 3 days ago.
But is he truly healthy? That's the thing.
22 hours ago. No, that's just kind of going over preseason. Okay, 1 day ago on Yahoo Sports. Sure. Wow. One in NFL insiders already warning LA Rams fans that they could be watching Jimmy G, not Matthew Stafford, start at quarterback this season.
I'm telling you, dog.
Although the Rams expect to have Stafford for week 1, don't be surprised if Garoppolo is having to step in for Stafford this year. He's on track to be healthy starting week 1, struggling through camp with the back injury.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that they go 1-2 to start the year.
Yeah, I mean, it says also that he's if anything, he's 100% good to go by like week 3. He'll be a guarantee. He's just gonna miss like the first few weeks. That's all.
All right, I think that's fair. So it's 1-2. I think they lose to Houston, right? I mean, to start the year with a quarterback that's
they lose or win. They lose or win.
I think they lose.
Who do you have
right?
winning? Oh, do you have them beating Tennessee?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm okay with that.
So they're 2-2. They beat Indianapolis. They beat San Francisco at home.
Yeah.
3-2. They beat Baltimore, or excuse me, they lose to Baltimore. 3-3.
3-3.
They beat Jacksonville. 4-3. Rocky start.
Hold up, Jacksonville game. That's out of the country.
Nah, there's no way. Some people are high on Jacksonville. There's no shot. I can't see it.
Okay.
I can't see it. 4-3.
4-3.
Rocky start.
Going into the bye week.
Going into the bye weweek. You play New Orleans. Great
5-3.
motivator. Because that is going to be a slaughter. 5-3. At San Francisco. 5-4. Seattle. That's at home. I'll give them the dub. 6-4 versus Tampa Bay. I think they win. 7-4 at Carolina. 8-4 at Arizona. 9-4 versus Detroit. I think we gave us to Detroit, right?
9-5.
9-5. They probably split with Seattle.
9-6.
They beat 9-6.
9-6.
10-6.
I think
11-6.
10-6, 11-6. Yeah, I think they end up 11-6. I think that is a solid prediction for the Rams.
Woo! This is going to be a shit show of a division too. Holy moly! All right, getting in Seattle.
Last one, Seattle. They are. So the Seattle Seahawks are in the low end. They're placed at 22.
Their schedule's kind of cake as well. All right, versus San Francisco at home. Week 1, we said they're going to win. Yeah,
Seattle's going to win this. Yep.
They're 1-0 at Pittsburgh. This feels like a Pittsburgh game to win. I'm not going to lie. What do you think?
Kind of have Seattle.
I'm okay with running with Seattle. 2-0.
Seattle,
3-0.
Because Seattle's going to go on a tear here. For this little part, they're going to go on a nice little tear. They are.
4-0. Tampa? At home?
Ooh.
Did we have no? Yeah, did we have Tampa Bay winning or did we have Seattle?
I thought we had Tampa Bay.
4-1.
4-1. 5-1.
5-1. Oof. I feel like Houston might come into that game and win. No.
5-2.
Yeah,
6-1.
5-2. That's fine. We'll look back at it. 5-2. Okay. At Washington, I think Washington win. I think Washington wins.
5-3.
So they're now 5-3. 6-3. 6-4. I think they lose at Los Angeles. 6-4. Do you agree?
Yep. Yes. And then 7-4. You think they lose to Tennessee?
Wait, did I fuck that up?
You said 6-5. 7-4.
What were they before this? They were 5-2.
Yes, 5-2 up into the bye week.
5-2.
Okay, and then that's a loss. So 5-3.
5-3. 6-3,
6-4, 7-4.
7-4. Okay, 7-4 versus Minnesota at home. I think this is a win for Seattle.
I think we gave this one to Seattle.
7-5. Oh my God, this is getting kind of fucked. 7-5 at Atlanta. 8-5 at Indianapolis or versus Indianapolis. 9-5.
No, I think they lose to Atlanta on this, right?
Okay. All right, they're 8-6 going into this game.
No, they're 7-6.
Oh yeah, fuck that up. Fuck.
7. No,
5-2.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Okay.
5-2. 5-3. Struggling with this one. 6-3. 6-4. 7-4. 8-4. 8-5. 9-5. Did we have the Rams beating them twice?
I don't remember, but no, I'm saying Atlanta beats them.
Yeah, I counted that L.
You counted the win. Okay.
5-2, 5-3,
6-3. Or sorry, yes. Why am I fucking this up now? Okay.
5-3. 5-3. 6-3.
Yes.
6-4. 7-4. 8-4.
8-4.
8-5.
8-5.
9-5. I think we had the Rams winning both games, or did they split?
I don't remember. We should have wrote that down.
Okay. 9-5, 10-5, 10-6, 11-6. I don't see it. I can't see it. I think they go 10-7. I think LA or the Niners will beat them. Holy shit. We are through. Wow. The NFC to us is a shit show. Holy fuck, Anthony. I don't even know what to say right now.
49ers are not one, are they?
Yeah, they have to be.
Why do they have to be?
You'll see. I mean, they don't play the Eagles. Oh my God, dude. This is so fucked. Did the Lions play the Bucks? We need to find that out. Lions. Did they play the Bucks? They did. And we have them winning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lions are ahead of the Bucks. Oops. Fuck that up. I think that's going to be how it goes. 49ers 13-4 or 12-5, but they don't play the Eagles. And I think they'll have a better record in conference. So 12-5. Eagles are 12-5 as well. Lions are 11-6, but they have the tiebreaker with the Bucks. Okay, now this is where things get absolutely fried. And the NFC to us is an absolute shit show. So the Rams are probably going to make it. We know the 49ers make it. We know the Bucks make it. There's 3 playoff teams. That means the Rams, Lions / Vikings. No, I'm sorry. The Rams, Packers, Vikings are all 10-7. The Vikings are 9-8. They are gone. Sorry, Falcons. The Bears are gone. And now we have an absolute fucking shit show to go through. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams, and we only have 3 spots. So Seattle is going to be one of the lower ones. Out of this, we have the Commanders and the Rams. Did they play each other? Did the Commanders or the Rams play each other?
No.
Hold on. We need to see who has more in-conference wins. Oops. Where were a lot of the Commanders' L's to? At Green Bay, that's a loss. Chargers is 1. Kansas City is 1. They lose to Philly. Denver, they lose to. And then the Rams, they lose to Houston, Baltimore.
Philly.
Any AFC teams?
Mm-mm.
Which means the Commanders. Wait, how many AFC teams did they lose to? At Chargers, we had an L. 1, 2, 3. So they have 3 of their 6 losses in the AFC. The Rams have 1, 2. Only 2. Okay, so then that means the Rams. Oh, wait, that doesn't even make sense. Okay, hold on. L. Oh, wait. So 2 losses were in the AFC for the Rams, meaning they lost 4 in the NFC. 3 were here. That means 3 were in Washington. That means the Rams have the tiebreaker. Rams, Commanders. Okay. Those teams definitely made it. Congrats to you guys. And now we have an absolute shit show because we have 1, 2, 3 teams fighting for the last spot. Packers and Vikings.
It would be the Packers.
Them splitting, right? Or did we have the
Packers
winning?
It would be the Packers.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because we had them beating the Vikings twice.
Yes.
Yes, we did. Okay, but now we need to see Seattle. Did they play each other?
Mm-mm. No. Maybe they did. I can't remember. Can't remember that one. No.
Oh, wait. I'm in Seattle. Oops. Oh, they play in the preseason. Wow. Okay. So then the Packers make it. Holy shit. Sorry, Seattle. Fuck you guys. Wow, Anthony. This has been a fun episode, a crazy episode. The NFC is fucked, I guess, to us because we have a lot of teams that are going to be very good, and it's going to be very competitive. However, this is our playoff slate. We have the 1 seed as the 49ers. We have the 2 seed as the Eagles. We have the Lions as the 3 seed, the Bucks as the 4 seed, the Rams at the 5 seed, the Commanders at the 6 seed, and the Packers at the 7 seed. Holy moly.
Insane.
That was not a 30-minute episode like we wanted. We got into it. That was a lot of fun. Guys, next week, the NFL season is starting. I am so excited. I just pre-came my pants. I mean, so excited for ball. We have a wedding this weekend, and then it's go time with the NFL. Thank you for watching. That was our NFC predictions. Anthony, do you have anything else to say?
Nope. Other than congratulations, T. Lou. That's about it.
Hey, both of our teams make the playoffs. That's it. Congrats to Tilo. Please like, subscribe, comment, and we shall see you guys next week. Peace.